photographs of his mud brick house before, during, and after the storm. He displayed test results from university engineers who confirmed his bricks were stronger than standard concrete blocks. He explained how the materials cost almost nothing because they came directly from the earth. He told them about Cedar Hollow's building school. He told them about Gary's transformation. He told them about Rosa and the community that refused to let outsiders destroy what they had built together. When he finished, the room was completely silent. Then the president spoke. How fast can you scale this nationwide? Section 3, Project Ironstone is born. Within 3 months, the federal government launched a program called Project Ironstone. Marcus Cole was appointed as its lead director. The mission was simple but massive. Build affordable storm-resistant homes using natural earth materials for families who had lost everything to natural disasters. Marcus did not do it alone. He brought Gary with him as co-director of construction training. He brought Rosa as head of community outreach. He brought engineers from 3 universities who had studied his techniques. And of course he brought Brutus, who became the unofficial mascot of the entire program. The first Project Ironstone site was in Louisiana, where Hurricane Nella had wiped out an entire neighborhood 6 months earlier. 300 families were still living in tents and temporary trailers that leaked and swayed in the wind. Marcus arrived with a team of 50 volunteers. He stood before the displaced families and said, "I know what it feels like to lose everything. I know what it feels like when people tell you that you cannot rebuild. But I am here to tell you that the ground beneath your feet holds everything you need. Let me show you." Within the first week, families were making their own bricks. Children mixed straw into clay with their bare hands, laughing and playing while they worked. Elderly men and women who thought they would never own a home again pressed bricks into molds with tears streaming down their faces. Gary worked alongside them every single day. The man who once built houses out of cheap garbage was now building homes that would outlast hurricanes. The irony was not lost on him. "I spent 20 years cutting corners," Gary told a reporter. "Marcus taught me that the only shortcut worth taking is the one that leads to doing things right." Section 4, The Enemy Returns. But success always attracts enemies. And Marcus was about to face his biggest one yet. A powerful national construction lobby called the American Builders Coalition saw Project Ironstone as a direct threat to their billion-dollar industry. If families could build their own homes from dirt and straw, why would they ever buy expensive houses made from factory materials? The coalition hired lobbyists to pressure Congress into shutting down Project Ironstone. They launched a media campaign calling mud brick homes unsafe and primitive. They paid so-called experts to go on television and warn the public that these homes would crumble and endanger lives. The attacks were relentless. Every day a new article appeared calling Marcus a fraud. Social media was flooded with bots spreading lies about Project Ironstone. Some politicians who had initially supported the program began backing away under pressure. Marcus felt the weight of it all. Late one night he sat on the porch of his original mud brick house in Cedar Hollow. Brutus lay beside him, breathing slowly. The stars were bright and the air was cool. "They are coming at us hard, buddy," Marcus whispered. Brutus lifted his head and placed his paw on Marcus's knee. It was the same thing he always did when Marcus was struggling. No words needed. Just presence. Just loyalty. Marcus took a deep breath and made a decision. He was not going to fight this battle with lawyers and lobbyists. He was going to fight it the only way he knew how. With proof. Section 5, The Test That Silenced the World. Marcus challenged the American Builders Coalition to a public test. He proposed that they build a standard modern home using their best materials and methods. He would build a mud brick home using Project Ironstone techniques. Both homes would then be subjected to simulated Category 5 hurricane conditions at a government testing facility in Texas. The whole country watched. News networks broadcast the event live. Millions tuned in online. The coalition was confident. They brought their finest engineers and top-quality materials. They built a beautiful two-story home with reinforced framing and premium siding. Marcus built a single-story mud brick home. He made every brick by hand. Brutus dug the clay. Gary mixed the straw. Rosa organized the volunteers. The home was simple, sturdy, and humble. The testing began. Wind machines blasted both homes with winds exceeding 160 miles per hour. Water cannons simulated torrential flooding. Debris was launched at the walls to test impact resistance. The coalition's home lasted 47 minutes before the roof tore off and the walls began to collapse. Pieces of siding flew through the air like missiles. The frame buckled and the entire structure folded inward. Marcus's mud brick home stood for the entire duration of the test. Every wall intact. Every corner solid. Not a single crack. When the machines finally stopped, the cameras zoomed in on Marcus standing beside his creation. Brutus sat at his feet. Gary stood behind him with tears running down his face. Rosa covered her mouth in disbelief. The crowd erupted into thunderous applause. That evening the president called Marcus personally. "Commander Cole, you just changed the future of American housing." Within 1 year, Project Ironstone built over 5,000 homes across 12 states. Families who had nothing now had homes that would last for generations. The program created thousands of jobs and saved the government billions of dollars. And at the center of it all stood a quiet man with scars on his body, love in his heart, and a three-legged dog who never stopped digging. Marcus Cole did not set out to change the world. He just wanted to build a home. But sometimes the smallest brick laid with the greatest love becomes the foundation for something that can never be torn down.